friendship. He spoke about love, but love in terms of friendship, in terms of connection with people. And he was the master at it. I witnessed him many times just connect with people. He could see into people. He could see who they were. And by seeing into them in this very non-invasive way, people's walls were not up, because he could gently see into them in this non-invasive way, see who they were, communicate with them as a result, and therefore connect with them in a very unique way, so that when he spoke with the person or the people or the group of people, his message sunk in. He could connect with them and articulate that message in a way that went deeply into people. And if there's one thing I could point to from my time with him that I took away or benefited from, was that. And I've tried over many lifetimes to incorporate that skill, so to speak, into the way I interact with people. But that is something that you hear little snippets of maybe in some of the stories in the Bible. I'm not saying the Bible is completely wrong. I mean, I think that some of the stories, especially captured by John in the Bible, are fairly accurate, but they're incomplete. It's like anything. I mean, you can't blame John or others and so forth for their incompletion, their incompleteness, because it's just it's impossible to capture it all, of course. But viscerally, that's what I remember. You know, that and in terms of conceptually, friendship was something that Jesus taught and encouraged us to continue teaching. Friendship in terms of connection, loving oneself, and therefore increasing the love for others. And what does that mean? That love means accepting the other person for who they are. That's what true friendship, he would say, really is. And he and I had many conversations about this. Accepting the other person for who they were. I mean, he knew who I was. He knew what I was going to do before I did it. Before I knew myself. Because he knew me. Not because he was foretelling the future. Because he knew what the high probability was. Because he knew who I was. But knowing who I was, even if I did something stupid, he did not blame me for that. And that's what really friendship is. It's loving our friends for who they are. Because isn't that what everybody wants to be on the other end, on the receiving end? We want to be accepted for who we are. We don't want our friends to say, hey, I love everything about you except this, and I want you to change that. Now, that's not really friendship. That's not really true love, you know? And people use the word love, especially in our culture today. It's kind of like a slate wiper. You know, people use it like, get up in front of a crowd of people and they talk about love and love and love. I'm not saying love is a negative thing. Love is a great thing. But we need to understand what love really is. Because they use it as a slate wiper. And what I mean by that is it's like it kind of wipes the slate clean. Oh, great. Now that I'm talking about love, all the bad stuff I've done in the past, you know, we don't have to pay attention to that. No, you have to change your behavior and treat people in the way you want to be treated. And you have to love people and accept them for who they are, going forward, in the present and going forward. That's how we assess people, you know. Do they walk their talk, you know? And this whole notion of friendship is something that I think is really, really important.